Remember March 11th, the day when John Paul Miller says Mica did something horrible. The day she did something so inappropriate and would never have done it if she was on her medication. It's also the same day Mica made a report of razor blades being in her tires.
I said that, so she did something she shouldn't have done on March 11th, something she would never in a zillion years do, ever, when she's on medication. Mm-hmm. She did something that she only does when she's off medication. And that's how I knew that she was mentally ill and needs help, was on that day, which was March 11th. And there were some pictures taken of her and somebody else doing something inappropriate. And so when I was taking her mail and she said something, I forget what she said, it doesn't matter, but I said, well, if you do that, I'm going to put pictures of you and that boy up on Facebook.
The rumor was...
Well, there is audio out now. Robbie Harvey just dropped it on his channel. It's a phone call between this boy, whose name is DJ, who worked at Solid Rock, and John Paul Miller. And it will leave you nothing short of enraged and sick.
Yeah, where did you touch her?
Just like nowhere below reproach. That's a promise.
Well, the person that saw and got the picture said that you touched her chest.
I didn't. We kissed, so maybe her face, neck, but I promise you that nothing below the neck, chest.
And she touched you where?
Just the same place, like my face and my chest.
My guy said there was more than that.
More than what?
More than what you're telling me.
Well, I'm telling you, if you have the videos and the pictures, you can fact check it.
He'll have them to me by morning time. But he told me there was more than that.
Well, that is exactly what happened. There was nothing more than kissing. Nothing more. I promise you that. And then you'll see that tomorrow.
He said that both of y'all touched each other inappropriately.
No.
I had somebody on my staff, a young person that I had to let go. I said, listen, I don't want you doing this anymore. This is something that I don't think is right. I want you to stop. And they looked at me and they said this, well, God's my ultimate authority. I said, what did you just say to me? They said, well, if God tells me I can do it, then I can do it. I said, you work for me. They said, God's my... I said, you know what? Get God to sign your paycheck for you because you're fired.
I just made love to her 4 weeks ago, and she told me I was the best husband in the world. And everything I've been through with her, and just like that, you're going to take that from me? Just like that, you're going to ruin... She's never slept with anybody other than her first husband. I'm the only person she's ever kissed up until now. So if she comes back in 3 months or 6 months, what's that going to feel like?
I'm so sorry.
Or a year? And I warned you. I warned you.
You did. You're right, you did.
And you got mad at me when I warned you. You got all defensive. And your mom got upset and sent me a really, really mean text. Because I'm trying to save your butt from the same thing that I fell for.
Yeah.
Don't come on the property. Don't have anything to do with anything at Solid Rock until I look at the videos and see if you're telling me the exact truth.
Mica had left John Paul Miller. John Paul Miller wants to talk about adultery, but he has had numerous affairs on Mica, currently at the time of this very phone call. He scared away everything and everyone close to Mica. Did you notice how scared DJ sounded on that phone call? He standed down real quick to JP. The fact that his mom even got involved in the situation goes to show this wasn't a one-time thing. Mica was trying to move on with her life and he wouldn't let her. A few short weeks later, Mica passed away. John Paul Miller is a complete monster. Solid Rock Church is the monster's den and it must be stopped. Although it's been a few months since Mica passed away, this case is just now getting started because everything is coming to light and John Paul Miller will continue to be exposed. Justice for Mica Miler.